Ladies and gentlemen, our top story this evening. Amongst the key highlights of a US election season are presidential debates between the Republican and Democratic hopefuls. Millions tune in to watch and make up their minds on who's a better leader for America. This year, the stage is set for Biden and Trump to face off in the battle for 2024 as well. It's a tradition. But if Biden and Trump can slug it off in front of their countrymen and on primetime TV, why can't Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi do the same in India? That's the reasoning behind a letter written by a retired Supreme Court judge, a retired High Court judge, and a former journalist, N. Ram, who have asked Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi to meaningfully duel in public debate, preferably on primetime television. Their letter says that the election discourse so far has only seen allegations being leveled from either side without any meaningful responses coming in. And in a digital world, this problem only gets multiplied because of misinformation, misinterpretation, and manipulation. The three have argued a face-to-face debate for the nation to see, thus puts all of this to rest. Now, Rahul Gandhi has seen merit in this and has accepted the challenge for a public debate as and when the Prime Minister is ready. That, ladies and gentlemen, was 5 days ago. And the Congress party is now mocking the Prime Minister and his much flaunted 56-inch ki chhati for running away from a fight. Now, while the Prime Minister has not responded to this challenge, his party leaders are claiming that a Yuva Morcha leader is more than equipped to debate with Rahul Gandhi, who, after all, hasn't even been declared a prime ministerial face by his own party. Forget the larger opposition alliance. While the debate rages on, there are important counterpoints to keep in mind. India is not the US. We are not a two-party presidential system. Ours is a vibrant, multi-party parliamentary democracy which believes in having a grassroots representative for every Indian citizen. Being a good public speaker has never been a prerequisite to be a good leader. Some of our finest prime ministers, if you remember, were not good orators. Think of Dr. Manmohan Singh. Think of Narasimha Rao. Also think about it. Having political representatives slug it out in high decibel debates in a staple is actually a staple for most TV news channels in India today. How many of them ultimately leave you wiser and more informed? That's a question you will have to answer yourself. But having said that, a prime-time political duel between the commander-in-chief and his challenger-in-chief would be a great improvement to our tutu meme politics. That's my opinion. Also, if the Prime Minister does agree, we would be very happy to platform Prime Minister Modi and Rahul Gandhi facing off each other right here on Mirror Now, as and when they agree. Karan Verma is author, joining us on the broadcast, speaking on behalf of the BJP. Tehseen Poonawalla is a political analyst, speaking on behalf of Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Both of you are smiling. Karan Verma, why has the Prime Minister not taken up the challenge? He's such a good orator. Many people will say he doesn't even have to prepare. He will simply have to come on stage and he will beat Rahul Gandhi hands down. हाँ बोल दीजिए, मजा आ जाएगा.
नहीं मजा तो बिल्कुल आ जाएगा. No two thoughts about that. But Shreya, we must understand, when we talk of Biden and Trump, these are two people who are contesting for the top job. I mean, Trump has beaten all his opponents in the primaries and is all set to clinch the nomination. Biden is the president. What has Rahul Gandhi done to have a one-on-one with the Prime Minister? Is he the leader of the opposition? In fact, was he the leader of the opposition? Is he the president of the Congress party? Is he the Prime Minister candidate for the India Alliance? The answer is an emphatic no. And he is a man who ran away from Amethi. I still remember back in 2014 when Smriti Irani actually challenged Rahul Gandhi for a one-on-one debate. Priyanka Gandhi said those epic words, "Who is Smriti Irani?" So that is the kind of arrogance they had. And here, Rahul Gandhi, I mean, of all things, I think Rahul Gandhi is the last person who should be thinking of a public debate. I don't think even he would be ready for that. He has been put in that question by N. Ram and others.
No, he's ready.
Otherwise, he's a guy who's out on bail.
He's ready.
He's landed up with a foot in his mouth many times. He's had to issue unconditional apology to the Supreme Court for attributing Chaukidar Chor hai to them. He has been convicted in the Surat court, which was later set aside in a defamation case where he said, Sare Modi chor hain. So he's a man who has let down Congress to its lowest ever tally, Shreya. 45 of the last 57 elections they've lost under his watch. So, you know, there has to be a contest between equals.
Essentially, Karan, what are you saying? Okay, exactly. So you are saying that there has to be a contest amongst equals, and Rahul Gandhi simply doesn't have the stature to call Prime Minister Modi to a public debate. I will let Tehseen Poonawalla respond to that. But you are accusing Rahul Gandhi of running away from a fight from Amethi. Is the Prime Minister running away from a fight when he's being asked for a public debate with Rahul Gandhi? Perhaps yes, but I'll let Tehseen respond.
So, Shreya, thank you for at least you have Karan and I in the studio debating. And debates are always good in democracy. Says not me, says the Honorable Prime Minister, who is now running away. Now, Karan made one point about Rahul Gandhi running away. Actually, Rahul Gandhi is fighting from South India and North India. The Prime Minister cannot fight from South India because despite being the tallest lead in the country, and I concede he's the tallest lead in the country, he can't fight from South India because he knows he won't win out there. So the Prime Minister is actually running away.
Cannot fight from North India because he knows he will not win from there.
He's fighting from North India, he's fighting from Raebareli. क्या कर रहे हो श्रेया? आप ही का स्टेट है, आप ही का स्टेट है, आप ही के सूबे से लड़ रहे हो. तो वो नहीं भाग रहे, Prime Minister भाग रहे. पहली बात. Now the question is that if Rahul Gandhi is not an equal, that's considered. Every time Rahul Gandhi makes a statement, the entire cabinet and the Prime Minister targets him. The Prime Minister's speeches, 40% is dedicated to Rahul Gandhi. शहजादा ने ये किया, शहजादा की नानी ने वो की, शहजादा के परदादा ने वो किया. अरे भैया, the Prime Minister targets non-entities. Have you seen Rahul Gandhi speaking about the current member of parliament who Karan is saying? He doesn't speak about her. He doesn't think that that he should speak about her or other MPs. He speaks about the Prime Minister. Prime Minister speaks about Rahul Gandhi. ये कैसा जब प्यार है? बात करोगे, लेकिन मिलकर बात नहीं करोगे. तो भाई करो, मिलकर करो debate. And then Karan and I moderate.
No, why are you leaving me out?
And Shreya, Karan and I will moderate.
We are offering mirror now. Karan can be on one side and Tehseen can be on one side and I can be in the middle, moderating this absolutely delicious debate if it ever happens. I don't think it will happen in my lifetime though. Anyhow, Karan, the question is simple. Tehseen Poonawalla is saying, look, yes, the opposition has not declared Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial face. Ek minute. But that is exactly how the BJP and Prime Minister Modi treat him in every election rally. वो ममता की तो बात नहीं करते ना, वो अखिलेश की तो बात नहीं करते ना. The only person that they are talking about is Rahul Gandhi. So clearly in their heads, Rahul is their main competitor. If that is the case, आओ भाई लड़ लो.
You know, Shreya, a debate is a far-fetched dream. Actually, Rahul Gandhi is yet to give a single interview. I can tell you this, I know Tehseen pretty well. He is extremely media savvy. He must be advising Rahul Gandhi to give interviews. For crying out loud, at least start giving interviews. The Prime Minister has given 40 interviews. Rahul Gandhi is yet to give an interview. So debate to bahut dur ki baat hai. He's yet to give an interview. I mean, you should understand the stature of the person from that point of view. The Prime Minister has a lot of fun talking about Rahul Gandhi. I mean, that's easy pickings for him. But why should he elevate him to that stature? Why should he debate with every single member of parliament? He's just a member of parliament today, Rahul Gandhi. Because he talks so big, he comes up with such gaffes, the Prime Minister has fun. He talks about it in his public meetings, that's all. I mean, they don't even have the status of being the leader of the opposition. So, you know, let's be realistic about it. Tehseen, I mean, Tehseen understands it. Tehseen must be, I am 200% sure, Tehseen must be wanting to see a Rahul Gandhi interview. आप श्रेया उनका interview करके दिखा दो मुझे. I would love to see you interview Rahul Gandhi. For starters, let's start with an interview of Rahul Gandhi.
If someone can arrange it, if someone can arrange it, Tehseen can. But Tehseen put in a good word for us. You know, the BJP is saying, देखो मोदी जी को, he's given 40 interviews, taken all tough questions.
Yeah, please.
What about Rahul Gandhi? doesn't want to answer any questions. Just shoot and scoot.
No. So Karan actually conceded one point. He said the Prime Minister is non-serious. The Prime Minister likes to have fun. The Prime Minister cannot speak of
that's
anything.
not what
So
he said.
the point is
everyone is allowed to have fun.
he's taking pot shots at Rahul Gandhi. So the Prime Minister, in the middle of a most important election, will only take pot shots and have fun. He can't speak of anything serious. That's why the Prime Minister diverted to issues. We won't go into those issues. But what Karan forgets is not only that Rahul Gandhi do unlimited press conferences, but he's also given all the interviews prior to the elections. Now everyone has an election strategy. Rahul Gandhi gave several interviews during Bharat Jodo Yatra. Several interviews. At the time, the Prime Minister was running away.
No, 1 minute.
He
may have given interviews, but he didn't give it to mainstream news channels.
But that's his strategy.
He spoke essentially to influencers and digital platforms.
That's true, and that is the Congress strategy. Now, you can agree or disagree with the strategy. The Congress believes that not everyone in mainstream is fair, so they should not. So they should leave mainstream out and go to digital way, and they should do it prior to the election so they can set the narrative. And they did, because why this has worked is the two industrialists that Rahul Gandhi has targeted. The Prime Minister is forced to react. The Prime Minister has been reacting. The Prime Minister has been reacting to everything Rahul Gandhi said, including the Congress manifesto drafted by Rahul Gandhi. So the Prime Minister has been reactive. This strategy of the Congress is working. Now, what is an interview got to do with a debate? Okay, so I didn't give you an interview, Shreya. That means I will not have a debate with the other person. Is this logic? He doesn't want to give interviews. He wants to debate the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister should say whether he debate or not. If he does not think Rahul Gandhi is serious, the Prime Minister thinks Rahul Gandhi is frivolous. The Prime Minister should tell us why is he making frivolous statements in public domain or targeting frivolous people.
Here's my point. Why the insistence on Rahul Gandhi? Karan, just bear with me for a minute here. Why the insistence on Rahul Gandhi? Why not Mallikarjun?
Rahul Gandhi's letter actually says that. That is where the BJP is caught. Rahul Gandhi's letter to Enram and Justice Lokur actually says, if you don't want me, you take Kharge ji. Debate Kharge ji. Unse kar do.
Karan Verma, bolo Karan Verma. Forget Rahul Gandhi, he's non-serious, he's frivolous, he doesn't have the stature. Mallikarjun Kharge, as party president of the Congress, has stature, right? Unhi se debate kara do.
And he's LOP.
No.
Karan
has Kharge ji officially challenged the Prime Minister for a debate? It's been Rahul Gandhi, what I've heard.
Yeah, Congress has written. Yes.
It's been Rahul Gandhi. And
No,
Gandhi
Congress. It's on the Congress letter.
Now Tehseen is saying that. Ek second, let me speak. Tehseen is saying Congress is entitled to its strategy where they boycott certain journalists, they boycott certain channels, and the Prime Minister should not have a strategy. He should actually debate with someone who has 1/3 the popularity. He should come down to that level and debate with him and give him brownie points. By what? I mean, Tehseen, the media analyst, can for sure not advise this to the Prime Minister. I know that. I know Tehseen pretty well. I know he would never advise that. Even Mr. Trump, we've been talking about American debates. Mr. Trump did not debate anyone in the primaries. Why? Because he did not want Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis to have those brownie points. So, you have to earn the stripes. And secondly, even Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge is not the PM candidate. Ideally, it should be the PM candidates. They should go head on. They should talk about policy. I would have been all for it had someone been declared as the PM candidate of the India Alliance. वो हुआ नहीं, तो किसी से भी तो नहीं कर सकते ना प्रधानमंत्री डिबेट.
वो चलो, अच्छा ठीक है, अच्छा किसी से भी नहीं कर सकते. राहुल गांधी is किसी से भी. I have Mr. Enram who is joining me. He's the one who's written the letter. Gentlemen, I'm going to thank you. Thank you very much. This has been very interesting.
Very interesting.
But I do need to ask Mr. Enram why he decided to write this letter. Mr. Ram, good evening and thank you for being with us here on Mirror Now. We were having a bit of a debate on whether the letter you have written about Rahul Gandhi debating Prime Minister Modi is a good idea or not for Indian democracy. Can I ask you what prompted you to write this letter?
Actually, a friend of mine had this idea and said this was what, some of the phases were over, but better late than never. So some of the issues, for example, the redistribution issue, which Rahul Gandhi had raised, they have to be discussed seriously, not caricatured or in a vulgar way, if you like. So that is what prompted us. And when he asked, he said there should be two respected former judges. So I came up with the name of the former Supreme Court Judge, Justice Lokur. And of course, the obvious person, another obvious person was Justice Ajit Prakash Shah, who they address these issues in a very serious and dignified way. So I think that was the idea. And we thought we'll raise this possibility There's no guarantee that both will accept. But on the 9th of May, this letter was delivered to the PMO and also to the office of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Why these two? PM, obvious, because he's the main campaigner. Polls have shown that 1/3 of the BJP support, at least 1/3, comes from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's personal appeal, his personality, his charisma, etc. And Rahul Gandhi has been extremely active as a voice, raising opposite issues or different issues. So we thought an engagement, it won't be enough, but it'll be a good start. That is the idea behind this letter, and we hope that we'll get public support.
Okay.
By thinking people for the idea that
Mr.
these should be
Enram, you have all our support.
Thank you.
You have all our support. In fact, Mera now will be very happy to platform this debate if it ever happens. But Mr. Ram, very quickly before I let you go, can I ask you, there are many people who will argue, this is the parliamentary, India has a parliamentary style of democracy. This is not a presidential style where you're picking a president for your country. Yes, in India's parliamentary democracy, you're picking a prime minister for your country, but you're also picking your MP.
Yeah.
And therefore, these kind of debates simply won't cut it here. You're saying the attempt is to lend dignity to India's democracy. But what purpose will it achieve?
You see, no debate will clinch an election. I don't believe even in a presidential system, as in the US. You know that Biden has challenged Trump to a debate, and both sides have accepted perhaps for different reasons. The first debate will be fielded on June 27th, and the second debate by September 10th. And maybe you, like ABC and so on, you can also field one if they agree. That's the whole idea. You need skilled moderators who are independent and so on, who are non-partisan. So that's the idea. But there's nothing that says only the debate should take place only in a presidential election. Even there, it's not enough. It's people want to hear these people, and we have to make an assessment. Who are the two voices most prominent in this election? As an all-India party, I suppose the Congress, however weakened it has been over the last couple of decades, has been the principal all-India party. And the BJP is the dominant political party in the country. So these two leaders, but if the Congress wants to field Mr. Kharge, that's also fine. But we thought that, for example, these two would be good debaters to debate issues that matter, to really engage with each other, to have follow-up questions moderated by somebody like you, who can stick to the agenda and sort of follow up with relevant questions, keep the focus on key issues, not trivial issues, not personal things, and so on. So that's the whole idea, that you have to raise the level of debate in this election and beyond, which is the whole idea. We threw it out there.
It's a
in
good
the public
idea.
sphere, and I think it's been quite well received.
It's a good idea. There's no response from the Prime Minister. There is a response from, from Rahul Gandhi. I doubt you'll get a response from the Prime Minister, but good try and a good idea. We'll leave it there for the moment, Mr. Ram. Thank you very much for your time here on Mirror Now. Thank you very much indeed.